My terrier mix used to lose his mind, barking at every single footstep in our apartment hallway. Then I plugged in a basic sound machine near his crate, and within 48 hours, the constant barking dropped by 70%. It wasn't magic, it was masking, and it changed both our lives. I'm Jasmine Caldwell, and today we're breaking down the 7 best white noise machines for dogs that bark, what actually works, and how to pick the right one for your situation.
You're listening to the Pet Parent Podcast. Quick heads up before we dive in. Everything you're about to hear, the research, the testing, the recommendations, all of that is written and verified by real people who actually work with animals every day. The voice delivering it is AI generated, but the content is 100% human. Just wanted to be upfront about that. Now, if you've been listening for a while, thank you. Seriously, it's great having you back. And if you're new here, welcome aboard. We're really glad you found us. We drop new episodes every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday covering all things pet care, from gear and training to behavior and health. Today, we're talking about white noise machines for dogs that bark, and I'm going to walk you through exactly what works, what doesn't, and how to choose the right one for your dog. The consistent ambient sound gave Banjo's brain something steady to focus on, instead of every little trigger noise that sent him into alert mode. Here's my quick verdict up front. The Electrofan Evo is my top pick for most dogs thanks to its non-looping digital sounds and volume range that works for both anxious puppies and senior dogs with hearing loss. But several other machines excel in specific situations, like thunderstorm anxiety or multi-dog households, and we'll get into all of those. Now, let's talk about what to actually look for in a white noise machine for dogs that bark. Not all sound machines are created equal when you're trying to calm a reactive dog. I've tested these in my grooming shop where anxious dogs arrive daily and at home with my own barkers, and these features make the biggest difference. First up, sound type and quality. Digital, non-looping sounds beat recorded loops every single time. Dogs have better hearing than we do, and they'll pick up on the repeated pattern in a 60-second loop, which defeats the entire purpose. Look for machines that generate sounds electronically rather than playing back recordings. The best white noise machines for dogs that bark offer multiple sound options: pure white noise, which is all frequencies at equal intensity, brown noise, which is deeper and sounds like distant thunder, and pink noise, which is balanced and similar to steady rain. My senior shepherd responds best to brown noise, while Banjo prefers pink. Every dog's different. Fan-based machines produce authentic white noise mechanically, but they're limited to 1 or 2 sound variations. Digital machines give you more flexibility to experiment. Next, volume range and control. This matters more than most people realize. A timid puppy in a quiet bedroom needs barely audible coverage, while a large dog barking at delivery trucks in a busy household needs serious masking power. I look for machines with granular volume control, not just low, medium, high, but incremental adjustment across a wide range. The ability to go loud enough to cover sudden sounds like a doorbell or passing sirens without being unpleasant is critical. Also consider placement. A machine next to your dog's crate works differently than one across the room. You want enough power to fill the space effectively. Timer and continuous play options matter too. Some dogs need sound machines only during specific trigger times, thunderstorms, nighttime, or when you leave for work. Others benefit from round-the-clock ambient noise. The best machines offer both timed sessions like 30 minutes, 1 hour, 2 hours, and continuous play. I run hours 24/7 at home because my dogs bark at nothing during random night hours, but in the grooming shop, I use timers during particularly stressful appointments. Flexibility here is worth paying for. Build quality and safety features can't be overlooked. Dogs investigate new objects, especially sound-producing ones. I've seen a Labrador puppy knock a flimsy machine off a table within 10 minutes. Look for stable bases, durable plastic or metal construction, and no small detachable parts that become choking hazards. Enclosed fan mechanisms are essential if you're using a mechanical model. You don't want curious noses or paws near moving parts.
Battery backup or battery-only operation can be valuable if you're dealing with storm anxiety and power outages, though most dogs do fine with plug-in models. And finally, size and portability. If you travel with your dog, need to move the machine between rooms, or want to bring it to the grooming shop or vet's office, compact size and light weight matter. Some excellent machines are countertop-sized and awkward to pack. Others fit in a coat pocket. Think about your actual use case. I keep a small portable unit in my grooming kit for particularly anxious clients and a larger, more powerful machine at home. All right, let's get into our top picks. Starting with the Electrofan Evo White Noise Sound Machine. Check the link below to see the current price. This is the most versatile option I've tested, offering 22 digital sounds, including 10 fan sounds and 12 white, kink, and brown noise variations. The non-looping precision is immediately noticeable. You'll never hear a repeated pattern, which keeps reactive dogs from tuning it out or fixating on the cycle. Volume control is exceptionally granular with precise increments, and it gets genuinely loud when you need serious masking power for delivery truck barkers. I use this one at home because it handles my 4 very different dogs effectively. The sleep timer offers intervals from 60 minutes to all-night continuous play, and the compact size, about 4.4 inches square, means it doesn't dominate my bedroom nightstand. On the plus side, you get 22 non-looping digital sounds that cover every preference. Excellent volume range from whisper quiet to genuinely loud. It's compact and travel-friendly at under £1. You get precise timer options plus continuous mode, and it runs on either USB or AC power for flexibility. On the downside, there's no battery backup during power outages, which matters for storm anxiety and can be a deal breaker. The button layout takes a day or two to memorize, and the maximum volume can be too loud for small spaces. It actually startles some dogs initially. Next is the Yoga Sleek Dome Classic White Noise Machine. Check the link below for pricing. This one takes a completely different approach. It's a mechanical fan inside an acoustic housing that produces genuine white noise without any electronics. This is the machine I recommend for dogs who seem bothered by electronic sounds or who've grown desensitized to digital machines. The sound is warm, organic, and genuinely soothing, like a box fan running in the background, but more refined. It's dead simple. Twist the cap to adjust tone and volume, plug it in, and it runs continuously. No timers, no options, no learning curve. That simplicity is either a feature or a drawback depending on your needs. I keep one in my grooming shop's waiting area where it runs all day, every day. The pros: authentic mechanical fan sound feels more natural than digital. Bomb-proof simple operation with nothing to program, runs indefinitely without overheating, adjustable tone and volume via cap position, and no electronic hum or looping patterns. The cons: only one basic sound. You can't switch to rain or brown noise. No timer function, it's either on or off. Larger and heavier than digital competitors, and the 2-speed version has a noticeable jump between settings. Moving on to the Adaptive Sound Technologies Electrofan Micro 2. Check the link below for current pricing. This is my go-to travel recommendation and the machine I toss in my bag when taking anxious grooming clients to the vet. It's barely larger than a softball, but delivers 10 non-looping fan sounds and 10 white, pink, and brown noise variations with surprising volume for the size. The rechargeable battery runs for 24+ hours on a single charge, which makes it perfect for camping trips, hotel stays, or anywhere you can't guarantee a power outlet. I've used this during thunderstorms when the power cuts out. The battery keeps the soothing sound running when dogs need it most. The clip-on design attaches to crate bars or a backpack loop, though the clip feels a bit flimsy for long-term rough handling. Pros: incredibly portable at just 4 ounces, 24+ hour battery life on full charge, 20 non-looping sounds despite tiny size.
USB rechargeable means no batteries to replace, and there's a built-in clip for crate attachment. Cons: the plastic clip cracked after 3 months of daily grooming shop use. Smaller speaker can't fill large rooms as effectively, and button controls are small and fiddly for people with larger hands. Next up is the Homedics Deep Sleep White Noise Machine. Check the link below to see the price. This offers 12 sound options, including 6 white noise variations and 6 nature sounds like ocean, rain, thunder, plus 6 guided meditations. I'll be honest, I've never used the meditation tracks for dogs, but the sound quality on the nature recordings is noticeably better than most competitors. The ocean surf option works beautifully for dogs with storm anxiety. It provides the deep rumble that masks thunder without the sharp crack that triggers panic. The auto-off timer runs up to 8 hours, and the display dimmer adjusts from bright to completely off. That's critical for bedroom use. I've returned machines because the LED kept me awake even when my dog slept fine. The unit is larger and heavier, meant to stay in one spot rather than travel.
Pros: excellent nature sound quality for storm or thunder anxiety. Display dimmer eliminates light pollution at night. 8-hour timer plus continuous mode. Layered sounds create more complex masking, and it's reasonably affordable for the feature set. Cons: nature sounds are looped recordings, so dogs may notice after extended use. Heavier and bulkier than compact digital models, and the touch-sensitive controls occasionally activate when dogs bump the unit. The Marpac Roam portable white noise machine comes next. Check the link below for pricing. This is the baby sibling of the Dome Classic, offering 3 sound options: bright white noise, deep white noise, gentle surf, in a portable rechargeable package the size of a drink coaster. The rechargeable battery runs for roughly 8 hours, and the lanyard clip attaches easily to crate doors or travel bags. Sound quality is solid for the size, though it can't match larger machines for raw masking power. I recommend this for puppy training situations where you're crate training and need portable sound that moves from room to room as the puppy follows you through the day. It's also genuinely pocket-sized for vet visits or grooming appointments. Pros: extremely portable and lightweight. Rechargeable battery offers cord-free flexibility. 3 sound options cover most needs. Affordable entry point for testing white noise effectiveness, and clip attachment keeps it secure. Cons: 8-hour battery life requires daily charging for 24/7 use. Volume maxes out lower than larger machines, and the single small speaker can't fill multi-dog households effectively. Now let's talk about the Big Red Rooster White Noise Machine. Check the link below for current pricing. This is the budget workhorse I recommend to grooming clients who want to try a white noise machine for dogs that bark without spending much. It offers 6 sounds: white noise, thunder, ocean, rain, summer night, brook, with simple volume control and a straightforward timer at 15, 30, 60, or continuous. The sound quality is decent for the price point, though the loops are shorter and more noticeable than premium machines. This is the machine that sits in my spare bedroom for when I'm fostering reactive dogs short-term. It works well enough to make a difference, but I notice the sound loops after a few weeks of daily exposure. For many dogs, especially if you're using it only at night or during specific triggers, that's completely fine. Pros: extremely affordable for experimenting with sound therapy, 6 sound options including storm sounds, adjustable timer plus continuous mode, compact and lightweight, and USB or wall power flexibility. Cons: obvious looping pattern after extended listening, lower overall sound quality than premium models, volume range is narrower and not loud enough for severe cases, and plastic construction feels less durable than competitors. And finally, the Sound Plus Sleep High Fidelity Sleep Sound Machine. Check the link below to see pricing. This is the premium option I'd choose if dealing with severe noise reactivity or multi-dog households with overlapping triggers.
It features adaptive sound technology that listens to ambient noise and automatically adjusts volume to maintain masking, genuinely useful when you live on a busy street or near a firehouse. The 10 sound profiles include variations with richness settings, creating 30 total combinations, and the audio quality through the larger speaker is noticeably superior. This machine costs more, and you're paying for refinement that matters most in challenging situations. I've used it with severe separation anxiety cases in the grooming shop, and the adaptive volume response during sudden street noise like garbage trucks or motorcycles keeps anxious dogs calmer than static volume machines. Pros: adaptive sound adjusts to ambient noise automatically, exceptional audio quality and speaker clarity, 30 sound variations from 10 bass profiles, powerful volume range for large spaces, and timer or continuous operation. Cons: significantly more expensive than basic models, larger footprint takes up more counter space, the adaptive feature occasionally overcompensates during very loud events, and settings complexity may overwhelm people wanting simple operation. Let's cover some frequently asked questions. Do white noise machines really stop dogs from barking? White noise machines don't directly stop barking. They reduce the environmental triggers that cause reactive barking in the first place. By masking sudden sounds like footsteps in hallways, car doors slamming, or neighbors talking, these machines remove the stimuli that set off alert barking. I've seen this work consistently with dogs who bark at environmental sounds, but it won't address barking driven by separation anxiety, boredom, or attention seeking without additional behavioral training and management strategies. Think of it as removing fuel from the fire rather than extinguishing flames that are already burning. The effectiveness varies by individual dog. My terrier mix responded within days, while my shepherd needed several weeks of consistent use before I noticed meaningful change.
What color noise is best for calming anxious dogs? Brown noise and pink noise tend to work better than pure white noise for most anxious dogs. Brown noise contains more low-frequency sounds, think distant thunder or heavy wind, that many dogs find deeply soothing, particularly during storms or fireworks. Pink noise balances frequencies more naturally, similar to steady rainfall, and masks a wider range of trigger sounds effectively. Pure white noise contains all frequencies at equal intensity, which can feel harsh or hissy to some dogs. I start clients with pink noise as a baseline, then experiment with brown noise for storm-anxious dogs or white noise for high-frequency reactivity, like doorbell or squeaky gates. Your dog's preference may surprise you. Banjo strongly prefers pink noise, while my senior girl sleeps best with brown. Run each for a few nights and watch your dog's body language and sleep quality. Can I use a white noise machine for a puppy? Absolutely, and I actually recommend it for most puppies during crate training and sleep conditioning. Puppies startle easily at household sounds they haven't learned to ignore yet, and a white noise machine helps them sleep through the night by creating consistent audio that masks refrigerator hums, settling house sounds, and outdoor activity. Keep volume moderate. Puppies have sensitive hearing and don't need loud masking. Place the machine near but not inside the crate, and introduce it gradually rather than suddenly. I've found puppies adapt to white noise within 1 or 2 nights and often sleep more soundly than without it. Just avoid creating total dependence. If your puppy will eventually travel or stay places without the machine, practice some nights without it to maintain flexibility. The earlier you start, the more naturally puppies integrate it into their sleep routine. How loud should a white noise machine be for dogs? The machine should be loud enough to mask the specific trigger sounds your dog reacts to, but not so loud that it becomes unpleasant or damages hearing. For most situations, volume comparable to a running shower or box fan works well, roughly 60 to 70 decibels. Dogs with severe reactivity to sharp sounds, like doorbell or fireworks, may need temporarily higher volume during those specific events. I test by playing the trigger sound at normal volume, ring the doorbell, knock on the door, while the machine runs, then adjust until my dogs show less reactivity. According to the American Veterinary Medical Association, prolonged exposure above 85 decibels can damage canine hearing, so stay well below that threshold. Senior dogs with hearing loss may need slightly higher volume, while puppies need less. Watch your dog's behavior. If they seem stressed, move away from the machine or show signs of discomfort like head shaking or excessive scratching at ears, lower the volume immediately.
Where should I place a white noise machine for a barking dog? Place the machine between your dog and the sound source they're reacting to when possible. For example, between the crate and the wall facing the noisy hallway, or between the dog bed and the window where they see passers-by. This positioning creates the most effective sound barrier. If your dog barks at multiple directions or triggers, place the machine near their primary resting spot, crate, bed, or favorite corner, at roughly the same height as their ears when lying down. I keep ours on a low bookshelf near Banjo's crate, about 2 feet away. Close enough for effective masking, but not so close that the sound feels overwhelming. Avoid placing machines directly inside crates where dogs might knock them over or chew cords. For multi-dog households, central placement that covers the main living area works better than trying to position it near individual dogs. Experiment with placement over several days and watch where your dog settles most calmly. Here's the verdict. A white noise machine for dogs that bark isn't a training replacement, but it's one of the most effective environmental modifications I've found in nearly a decade of working with reactive dogs. The Electrofan EVO remains my top recommendation for most situations, thanks to its sound variety, volume flexibility, and reliable non-looping performance. But the Yoga Sleep Dome Classic offers something special for dogs who respond better to mechanical fan sounds, and the Electrofan Micro 2 solves the portability challenge beautifully. Start with moderate volume and pink noise as your baseline. Give your dog at least a week to adjust and pair the machine with consistent positive reinforcement training approaches for barking behavior. I've watched hundreds of anxious, reactive dogs transform into calmer versions of themselves with this simple tool, and my own household is proof that it works long-term when you commit to it.
That wraps up this episode of the Pet Parent Podcast. Thanks for listening all the way through. It really means a lot. We've got new episodes coming out every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so there's always something fresh. If you found this helpful, I'd love it if you could leave us a 5-star rating and write a quick review. It sounds small, but it genuinely makes a huge difference in helping other pet parents discover the show when they're searching for answers. And go ahead and hit subscribe or follow so you get notified the second a new episode drops. We'll see you in the next one.